Welcome back, everyone. We continue our coverage of the presidential inauguration happening in just a few hours, where President-elect Donald Trump will take his oath of office as the 47th president of the United States. I'm joined now by Professor Craig Allen with the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at ASU. And you have done a lot of discussion around the November election. First, we want to say thank you so much for joining us. But what is the historical significance of Donald Trump's reelection? Let's just start there, because there's a lot of things happening today that have never happened.
Well, yes, I would say the historical significance um, is pretty much a coming together, a more peaceful type inauguration compared to what has gone on in the last two inaugurations. Whether this will be a turning point, it's hard to say, but there are a lot of differences between this inauguration and the 2017 inauguration that could be notable going forward. But I think there's a mood to get on with this, and I think what's kind of become a more peaceful atmosphere for the inauguration reflects the public's somewhat pretty much acceptance of Trump as president. And I think the critics and skeptics are willing to let him have a day today, and then tomorrow we'll see what happens.
This inauguration is obviously going to look different. I mean, not just weather-wise, but a lot of other things that are just going to make today a little bit special. We're moving everything inside. That hasn't happened since, what was it, 1985. What else is going to look different about today?
Well, thinking you would ask me that question, I actually went through some of the coverage, the previews of the inauguration, and there are a lot of differences between this one and Trump's first inauguration in 2017. Among them, the performers. You might recall in 2017, Trump struggled to get any big name performers at his inauguration. Well, he'll have a lot of A-listers there today. Yeah, among others, Carrie Underwood will be singing "God Bless America." He's got the Village People. The protests are dramatically reduced over what occurred in 2017. In 2017, you might recall that was the Women's March on Washington. 500,000 people, one of the biggest demonstrations in history. But from all accounts, there are very few protests going on today. And then one additional thing that struck me is the Chinese delegation coming to the inauguration in 2020, 2017, and in most recently preceding inaugurations. The Chinese have sent an ambassador only to the inauguration. Well, you might have heard that now a complete delegation from Beijing, sent by President Xi, will be attending, and that could be the biggest turning point of all. But overall, it's a much different mood. In 2017, Trump delivered sort of a very negative, dark inauguration speech. By all accounts, he's going to have a more uplifting one today. So there's a lot of differences that we see between 2017 and today.
Yeah, well, I've heard peaceful, I've heard uplifting, so I'm going with that positive vibes that you're sending out for us. Professor Allen, thank you so much for your time this morning. And of course, we're going to continue our coverage right here of the inauguration all day on NBC. Thank you.